Um, you know, we don't want to shit the bed, okay? Excuse my language to the fans that watch my YouTube videos. And I know my mom's gonna be like, stop all that cussing. but um but yeah, we don't want to shit the bed next season. We don't want to shit the bed next season. We don't want to look bad. We really need to address the pass rush effectively. We need to get to it now. Seeing how Howie Roseman is a technician at pass rush and how it helps their defensive line stay on key, stay on point, game after game, week after week. It's just amazing. You got to give credit where it's due to Howie Roseman and what he builds over there. And Brad Holmes, he's built the defensive line also well, but you really need a rotational piece. You really need a rotational piece, a guy that could really fit defensive end too, a guy that could really complement edge, the edge presence, off of Aiden Hutchinson. Because you got guys like Aiden Hutchinson that could go in and be a monster, from the first quarter to the fourth quarter to third quarter, second quarter, whatever it is. Aiden Hutchinson is a guy that offensive linemen are scared of. You know what I'm saying? He's going to break through one on ones easily, but you just need a guy that could really bring that same kind of motor, that same kind of presence that could be sparked and plugged out there alongside Aleem, alongside DJ Reader, alongside, Aiden Hutchinson, guys that could really be a part of that company. JP, Levi, I don't know if they'll be back, but if there's one thing I will say is reload up on that defensive line and get better, get better at that and improve. That way you can, take that next step, take that next leap, take that next jump to the horizon of making the championship. And we just don't want to sit back and say 15-2 was good enough. We don't want to sit here and say that being the first seed was good enough. We don't want to sit here and say that 11 game winning streak was good enough. We don't want to sit here and say that being back to back to back to back, you know, division champions was good enough. We don't want to sit here and say that was good enough because that's not the result. That's not the end result for us. You want to know what the end result is for us? Is to win a championship, you know, and that's what we highly, think of. We think about that day and night and day, as fans of this team and, as the franchise itself, we think about becoming champions. It's been 68 something years before, for a long time of us, hoisting up a championship and saying job well done to ourselves. It's been a long time for that. And, I think we need to, just calm down, take a few deep breaths and understand that free agency is right around the corner and it's coming up Wednesday. And like I said, I'm watching on NFL Network to identify players and see who could really fit the team, see who could really fit the backfield of the secondary with Amik Robertson and, Terrion Arnold, Ennis Rakestraw, Emmanuel Mosley, some different kind of names out there that could really fit the secondary and then some. I'm definitely going to take a look at that, and I definitely want to take a look at the defensive line. Guys who really bring that next presence, that strong presence, that major presence to our second defensive end. Guys that are rotational pieces off the edge as well. It could be Josh Sweat, it could be Harold Landry, it could be a guy like Khalil Mack, who's been in the game for so many years and has 107 sacks to his resume and definitely can get you pressures. And it's so many guys along the way that really fit the bill and fit the need, feel the need to be, DE number 2 for us opposite of Hutch, so we need to address it right now, and get to it and just don't sit back and say this was good enough. No, that's not good enough. Get up off your ass and just go work, go to work and get down to it. Free agency, get down to it draft wise. And, I like I said, I just seen a lot of you guys voice your frustrations and I understand clearly and I'm upset too, but I'm not going to go and say, oh, why would you release, Zadarius Smith? Why would you do that? Blah, 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 blah. What is going on? It's a bad move. No, it just happens. It's business. Business is going to be business, and you got to stand on business. You got to acquire guys that fit the business, that believe in the business, and will help us get to that unfinished business that we want to leave a mark on. And, truthfully, I think it's time that we improve. We need to take that next step and get better, showcase better, do better, And Brad Holmes, I trust in your process. I'm not going to waver on you. I'm not going to say I'm done with you, because if I say I'm done with you, then that means I'm done with the team. And, obviously, it's just all about going to work right now. Lace up your boots, go to work, and just handle it. This is your boy Chicken Nugget King 313. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. I'm at 301 subscribers on YouTube. Lions fans, tell a Lions fan to tell a Lions fan to join the journey. Tell a sports fan to tell a sports fan to come join the journey. This page is strictly sports talk. Chicken Nugget King 313. Holla back at your boy and hit that subscription button. Like, share, subscribe. One Pride. Chicken Nugget King. Out.